I'm really good, mate. Justin, as I said there, you're 5 weeks out from the Boston Pro. How's it all going with your prep?
So this is actually probably the most fun I've had with the prep since I was, competing amateur. I've got Nick Walker at the helm of my prep. So that's been interesting. It's been another pro bodybuilder doing my prep this time. And that's something new. And Nick's a friend of mine, and he was gracious enough to reach out to me. And, after my last showings, I was kind of, bummed out about how I did. And, I thought about taking a break for a while, and he reached out. He's like, hey, I'd really like to help you. And, it's kind of a weird thing. He's like, hey, I remember, when he had taken some losses when we were competing against each other on the national stage, North Americans, USAs. And at that time I was beating him and now, where he's at. Wow. And he remembers apparently that, backstage I was, really uplifting for him. And I do remember going through his posing a couple times when, afterwards, after I had already gotten my card and everything. And he just really wanted to help me. And that's been really nice. And I really appreciate it. So the prep's been going great. I think that this is going to be something different than what we brought last year. I just really wasn't happy with how I looked on stage, and this time I feel like I will, and Nick has given me a lot of confidence. So
Nick Walker reached out to you because he remembers you were gracious to him backstage when you competed together. You helped him with his posing, or you've given pointers, and he actually reached out to you to prep you for your pro show.
Yeah, and and that's something that you don't really see often because he doesn't. Obviously, there's nothing I can really do for him in return. So he's doing this out of the kindness of his heart, and he wanted to help me, and he believes in the look that I have, and he believes that I can do well, and that's been a big key for me. And like I said, we're just having fun. He's always positive with me, and I think that's kind of what I needed right now. Every time I send him a check-in, every time we talk, everything is nothing but positive. There's no negativity whatsoever. So
good. I had no idea he even prep people. Has he got many clients or?
I don't know. I think he does have a list of clientele. I don't know how big it is. Okay. But obviously, when guys are picking their prep coaches and everything, I think a lot of times, you're more focused on the, the big names with prep coaching, and you think that that's all that's out there, or maybe that's all that will work. Yeah. And I think for me, when I'm looking for a prep coach, I'm looking for someone that can pull the most out of me, keep me, level-headed, keep me, positive the entire time, and just kind of, make things light. Because I think a lot of times bodybuilders, we take this so seriously. Yeah. And I think that can hurt sometimes. I think a lot of times the positivity can really do a whole lot for someone, especially, when you get into this grind, you're eating the same thing every day. You're doing the same thing every day. It's nice to have something uplifting to look forward to. So